Hi everyone, welcome back to Cabin Crafts and Simple Living, and today I'm out in my garage where the dollhouse is because I just kind of wanted to look at the scale of my little bench and floor cloth in the cabin. Now the floor is going to be, I'll have a wood floor in here, and there will be vertical paneling. In the Colonial era it was called feather edge paneling. In the 70s, that stuff was supposed to kind of be a copy of Colonial paneling, but it wasn't very good. And so there's only 4 rooms to this little cabin. So one room is going to be the kitchen, and one room will be the keeping room, but I haven't decided which one because this divider wall makes one room a lot smaller than the other. Now, what I could do is not put in the divider wall, it's not glued in yet, and just leave it like all open. And have everything be one big living area in the cabin. But what I wanted to show you was my latest miniature kit that I bought. So this is it. I bought this from on eBay. It's the House of Miniatures. It is a reproduction of a Chippendale low post bed circa 1750. And I'm telling you what, I just finished it today, and this is just the cutest thing. Wait till I show you that. And I've got another bed to do too. So there'll be 2 beds upstairs. One bed will be like the kids' room, and then the other bed. But here it is. Now I couldn't build it on video because there was so many little pieces to glue and wait until it dry. And this is a genuine rope bed. I had to drill little holes and weave it in and out, just like a real rope bed. And I don't know if you can see, but on the edges, you know, I have sanded it to kind of make it look a little bit worn. Look at the little Chippendale feet down here. But so I went ahead, they give you a piece of foam for the mattress, and I already made that. I made a cover for that out of ticking fabric, like it would be. So here's the mattress. They gave you foam, and then I made this little cover for it to cover the mattress. So there is the mattress on there, and then this is my pièce de la résistance. Okay, 20 years ago, I bought this little piece at a craft show that was an early American craft show. And this is a miniature woven coverlet. And the funny thing is I have this exact coverlet, full size, hanging in my living room. So this will go up here on the little bed. Now I'm going to make some more bedding for this little thing. It needs some pillows, and it needs like some sheets and another blanket. But is that not the cutest thing? I'm going to stand up so you can maybe see it. I might tuck it under the mattress here so that it will lay nice on the top of the bed. It don't get any more colonial than that, folks. So I got to make some little pillows. I found some really tiny print indigo blue fabric that I'm going to use to make the pillows, and maybe make some sheets and maybe a wool blanket. I don't know. We'll see, that goes under this. And I want to try to fit under this. I want to try to make a trundle bed. And now what a trundle bed was a little bed that slid under the big bed. So it's going to have to be very short. And it slid under the big bed and pulled out and made extra bed for like when guests came over, or more little kids or whatever. So that's what I'm going to try to make. Now there's not a kit for this, so I'll have to make it from scratch. And then I want to try and make a tiny quilt. But I can't believe I've had this in a drawer, this coverlet. I've had this in a drawer for 20 years. And I'm finally getting to use it. Now my next one, because this room gets divided in half. So there'll probably be a bed, like the stairs are going to come up where that hole is. So it'll probably be a bed here, and then the wall, and then this other bed. And this is a canopy, or it's called a tester bed. Chippendale canopy bed, circa 1750 to 1790. Now these kits are 50 years old. These are from the bicentennial era, and it doesn't come with the fabric. I mean, you got to try and figure out how to make that yourself. So I'm going to have to try and look at pictures and make the bedding for this big canopy bed myself. But I'm sure I can probably figure something out. But anyway, I thought I would show you the beds that I'm working on. We'll put that up there. And then from House of Miniatures, I have ordered some little miniature things. This is a miniature fireplace crane, so that when I make a fireplace, this actually works, and you will be able to swing your little crane in and out of the fireplace. So that will go in the, so this is all kitchen stuff. This is a long handle skillet. It's got a little loop up there for you to hang it on something if you want. These are metal. They're actually metal and heavy. And then let's see, what else do I have? Oh, these are really tiny. I don't want to take them out of the package because I don't want to break them or whatever. These are teeny weeny Colonial candlesticks. Aren't those cute? There's a pair of those. And then I've got these little metal cooking pots. And they've got the little feet so you can set it directly into the fire, or you can hang it from your crane. And I think I bought 2 of those. I don't know why I bought 2 of those, but I did. There's the other one. And I bought these from online from a place called miniaturecrush.com. And these are heavy. They're metal. So I thought these would be really cute. Oh, here's one more thing in here. So this is hardware. It's hinges, big long strap hinges. I got 2 sets in here. Probably, I'm not sure what I will do with those. If I'll put them on the front door of the cabin when I get the door to make it look like the strap hinges on a Colonial door. But we'll see. But I got 2 sets of those. Actually, these look like the strap hinges that's on the cellar door of my shop up in St. Genevieve. That opens up the cellar doors. So that is an update on the Colonial, on the little Colonial house. And I hope you're enjoying this series. I know I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm just so thrilled with I'm so tickled to death over this little bed, y'all. You have no idea. I mean, it's just the details on this. I even sanded like the little knobs so that it looks like they got wear. I just painted it with brown acrylic paint and then sanded it. And then they give you the foam to make a mattress cover. And I had this ticking looking material. So, but look at that. It's a genuine rope bed. Now the funny thing is, this looks exactly like the bed I'm sleeping on now, except for the feet are not fancy. Mine's a little more primitive. It's made of walnut, and it is a rope bed, and I sleep on it every night. But what my husband had to do was he put a big piece of plywood on top of the roping. But when you look at my bed from the side, you can see where it is roped. So what this looks like under here, it actually looks like that on the side. And it was with pegs. You had to wrap the rope around pegs. So that's my bed, and I'm sleeping on it every night, and I love it. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little video, a little progress of where we're going with the dollhouse. And one of these days, I'm going to get this done, the actual building. But there you go. So thank you all for watching, and y'all have a good night. Thanks. Bye.